All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nicole, and today we're going to be talking about admissions technology today and tomorrow. So let's get started with screencasting. All right. And here we go. So today what we're going to be talking about is what we do know, history, and more. We're going to be chatting a little bit about the Common App, which is one of the current technologies used in the admissions processes, and I would say the most popular based on my research. The highest rated technologies, and we're going to do a little more of a deep dive into Slate since it's something that Stony Brook uses and a lot of local institutions. Then we're going to talk about the application Zinch, which is an up and coming kind of social media experience for students, a little bit more about the student experience, and then last, I'll share my references with you all. So what do we know about current technology and admissions processes? So we know that most college students submit their college applications online. That's pretty standard. I did it, you did it, I'm sure a lot of people around you did it. The increased technology use has resulted in increased competition. So as more students have the ease of applying to institutions online, there's more competition because there's just more applications to go around, and they can't accept everyone. Part of the process is interacting with admissions officers, current students, and alumni, and it's a part that I know I enjoyed the most is getting to know who's actually at the institution, will I fit in here, and how has other people's experience been. So thanks to the internet, students have college information available at their fingertips. They can read through course catalogs, learn about campus activities on college websites, participate in online college fairs, and even take virtual campus tours, which is one of my favorite parts and one that we'll dive into in a little bit. So a little bit of history and mystery for you all. The traditional use of direct mailings and recruitment events is no longer the only or more effective course of action. So we've all received those postcards in the mail, different catalogs explaining what the institution is, and that's just not what happens anymore. So we're going to dive into what actually is happening. Millennial students desire building a connection with university representatives in a closely interactive manner that makes the process feel more personalized, focused, and on demand. So, something that is more common now is getting to know who your admissions counselor is, talking with them on the phone, maybe over email, a little more than just submitting your application and hoping you hear back. There's more face to face, getting to know each other, meeting up at open houses, etc. Technologies are also used to support a streamlined and easily completed application process. So, like I mentioned prior, more and more students are completing online applications, but it's just so much more than that, and I can't wait to jump in. So although this looks like a lot of numbers, it's a lot easier than what it looks like. So of the top 20 activities, which is over on the right, about 1/3 represented two-way communications. So general communications with prospective students, question and answer sessions, relationship building via email and phone call, and general counseling by email or cell phone. It's also interesting to note that the 8 most commonly used activities are perceived to have a high return on investment by less than 1/3 of respondents. This suggests that the activities are used by most institutions are not as providing are not providing the return on time, effort, and money by 2/3 of the institutions that are using them. So that's basically just saying that 1/3 of the highest activities that are used by those who are applying is not what is actually making the money. All right. So the highest use in established technologies. So today, the daily tools of millennial students continue to be the technologies that are used less frequently, like podcasting or vodcasting, or not at all, like YouTube and Twitter. The failure to use this technology suggests that a disconnect may be existing between the admissions counselors and the millennial students' value for customized correspondence through these tools. So something like podcasting is not what they're using in admissions technologies right now, at least, but it's deemed as more popular by the millennial students. So this may be because admissions officers have made a conscious decision to stay away from these newer technologies, or it may indicate a lack of familiarity and understanding of the new technologies in general and how to integrate them into effective recruitment practices. So I personally can think of a few ways that podcasts would be really effective in admissions routines, but I've never been an admissions counselor, so I don't know if that would necessarily be true. So the benefit of technology, so this is a quote by James Montoya, the Vice President of Higher Education of the College Board Technology, saying that technology has impacted the admissions processes in some good ways and some ways that are not so good. Technology now allows students to learn about colleges on their own terms, having online access to the student campus newspaper, course evaluation, student reviews of dorm food, information that's more authentic, unfiltered, and student-centric is a real benefit. Technologies like this facilitate students to apply to more colleges, and having more information allows students to apply even though they might not have a great interest, but just because it's accessible by the push of a button and it increases the number of applications just based on having this information. Technology is a mixed blessing. So the first year that colleges went electronics, schools lost more electronic info like essays than ever before. The next year, they took a mix of electronic and paper applications, but had trouble reuniting paper forms with electronic, so thousands of documents got lost or not included in student files. Now, admissions readers have to read on a computer screen for 8 to 10 hours a day, month after month. So, although the process is streamlined and it's saving paper, which is great for the environment, now those who are reading applications are mainly doing so just online on the computer screen, and it's really taxing. All right, so we're going to jump into the Common App. So using the Common App, students can easily apply to any of the 456 member schools with just the press of a button, and they still might need to complete school-specific supplements. So what is the Common App? Students are applying to more and more colleges, even that they might not have a strong interest in, by the push of a button, increasing the number of college applications received and adding to the college admissions frenzy. Many students do not apply to institution if the ease of a Common App is not there. So as a result, like I mentioned before, of this application inflation, acceptance rates have dropped in many schools, increasing the competition. So as the flow chart shows below, the ease of applying leads to the increase in application numbers and more competition. So the facts about the Common App. The Common App was supposed to simplify things. Colleges would have one generic app and the students wouldn't have to do tons of extra essays specific to each college. This led to more colleges needing more information. Now most colleges have supplemental essay questions. Nowadays, students are doing a Common App plus supplemental essays for each college, the same as it used to be, and it's even harder to submit extra information electronically than it was to just stick it in a file, like a paper file. So the numbers behind Common App. So this is based on 2013-2014, which was produced in 2015, so it's some of the most up-to-date information that we have. That year, there were 754,545 unique student users. There were an average of 4.4 applications submitted per student. About 91.5% of students answered the race question, and that's important to note because it's not required. You do not have to submit your race to complete a Common App application. and the most logins were on December 31st. So on December 31st, 154,903 total applications were submitted by all applicants using the Common App. On December 31st, 5.2 forms were submitted per second, which is absolutely crazy to me. A little more information to note is that 28.6% of applicants were first-generation college students, in that neither parent held a 4-year degree. Of all applicants hailing from outside the United States, many came from China, about 36.1% of students, India, which is about 6% of students, and Canada, which is about 4.5% of students. All right, there's the facts. We're going to move on to the highest rated technologies. So some of the most popular technologies were Class 365, File Invite, and Slate. And as you know, Slate is what we're going to dive into first. So Class 365 is a streamlined admissions process with features customized to fit the student's admissions process. Online fee payment is a secure transaction platform. Online application forms make it easy for students to apply, track, and review their application process. Institutions no longer have to worry about gathering and formatting student data, since students can update the student information system by just filling in their application form at the time of enrollment. The File Invite technology invites students to submit data using email and SMS. Set a due date, and File Invite can follow up with reminders. Clients, like the admissions processes, can complete forms, update documents, and even sign applications on their mobile or desktop. Counselors can approve, reject, or request more materials right from the File Invite. Finally, Slate is a web-based higher education technology admissions management tool that helps independent counselors, school counselors, and community-based organizations manage student admissions and enrollment, travel, fees, and more. Some of their features include application management, financial aid management, scoring colleges and universities, fee management, forms management, and self-service portal. The universal platform ensures that counselors can read on a device at any time within a secure environment. So we're not going to watch this video today because you're all more than welcome to watch it on your own time, but this is the Slate Innovation Summit 2019 retrospective, which is a really big conference for users of Slate, where they can go and learn more about the system, how to enhance their usage, and it's about 6 minutes long, so I hope you all get a chance to watch it later on. Apps of the future. So Zinch is one of the newer technologies, and we're going to deep dive into it now. So Zinch is where high school students are encouraged to create online professional profiles of themselves, different from what they typically post on Facebook. With about 1 million high school seniors creating profiles in Zinch each year, colleges can create a target based on much more specific criteria than if they merely buy names. Jack Earl, an admissions specialist at Marymount University, said the boost of 70 to 80 unique applications and 13 deposits is huge, which is what Marymount saw just based on finding users and targeting students who use Zinch. Finding students where they're at and comfortable is extremely important, and Zinch gives them the ability to do this in an easy manner. All right, let's dive into the student experience. So today we're going to be talking about virtual visits, live chats, and social media. So a virtual visit, what is it? Not all students can go on a college tour. Virtual visits vary in degree of sophistication. So a basic virtual visit is going online to watch a video of a tour, normally led by a student. typically a tour guide, admissions ambassador, etc. This allows the visitor to choose what they want to explore in depth, and there are often these really awesome 360 views. Kent Reinhardt said, "When you think of the vibe of an on-campus visit, we're trying to recreate that online." Someone who does this best is UVisit and Marist College. UVisit was developed by 3 Brandeis University alumni from Jordan, Albania, and Colombia. It was created since they knew firsthand the difficulties foreign students have when researching universities in the US. With UVisit, you can, quote, visit 600 colleges plus for free. Students have the ability to interact with counselors directly from the website, and it can be used as a tool for students who are coming on a physical visit to show them where they should sign in and what they're going to see to maybe prepare some questions for the day. So you can all definitely check out the UVisit website on your own, but this is just a screenshot of some schools that they show. So Johns Hopkins, IU Bloomington, Hanover College, Columbia, and Harvard. So I showed part of Columbia over on the right. So where it says Philosophy Hall is where the student pops up who's the tour guide. You can turn the sound on, and the different arrows that you see is how you move around the campus. On the left, you can start to see a directory of the different areas that you're going to see. So alma mater, I believe Philosophy Hall is next. So if you know that you're going to register for your visit at alma mater, or if you know your dorm room is going to be in one of the buildings that's also on the left, you could check it out before you go on a physical visit, which is really awesome. Live chats. So what is it and who does it best? So live chats are direct, personal attention that helps students get the answers they need to evaluate a school. It can be organized to fit certain student groups, like international students, accepted students, and prospective students. Someone who does it best is Hamilton College. So someone said that chatting with the members of Hamilton College family is what they normally advertise their sessions as you're talking to a member of our family, come and chat with us. And one of the really cool events they have is called Chatapalooza, which is a 12-hour marathon chat session with admissions counselors and current students, where prospective students can go on for these 12 hours and they know that all of their questions will be answered. So a step up from that is one-on-one video chats that can be used to help admitted students learn more. For example, chatting with a faculty member or a current student from the applicant's country is something that Hamilton likes to do just to allow students to feel more comfortable before they come to the institution. Social media. So many students utilize social media to meet different students or learn more about the school. Once admitted, many students can join a private online community for admitted and current students. I know something that I did was when I was accepted to my undergrad institution, we were all accepted into the class of 2019 Facebook page, and that's how I found my roommate. So a lot of students would go on and say, "Hi, I'm Nicole, I'm from New Jersey," and explain a little bit more about yourself, what you're going to be majoring in, some of your interests. Are you a night owl? From there, a lot of private group chats were made, for example, like my residential hall, other athletes, etc. So from here, students can find peers who are from their town, pursuing the same major or activities, or have other common interests. Creating a sense of community before a student enrolls is believed to increase their comfort level with the school, which really, really helps retention. Finally, students choose a college based on its academic program, prestige, and their gut. We feel if students make those connections with future classmates, it's make a difference in their decision making. All right, I'll just show you all my references, even though they were scattered throughout the presentation. So if anyone has any follow-up questions about this area, it's something I'm really passionate about, so please let me know. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.